So, what kind of problems could we be setting ourselves up for in West Virginia with the lack of local control in House Bill 2014?
Well, we tend to like to make ourselves a future victim. If we study West Virginia history a little bit, it's like, when we were on the data center panel, you had a data center representative here who had bought land prior to HB 2014. And he came in and he said on the panel, I want to go where I am welcome. I want to work with the local communities and ensure that I meet the regulations, provide some adequate buffers, work with what they would like us to focus on. So in Jefferson County, there's a few things that we focus on, but in Mingo County, they might have other priorities, and that's their right. That's the citizens of Mingo County, and that's the citizens of Jefferson County, and that's why you should be going local. You have a planning commission, you have county commissioners, you have folks in charge and trusted at the local level that have the ability to hear from folks prior to approvals. And so it's very important. Um, this makes you wonder what kind of companies who are going to and are willing to come in with the incentive of superseding local control, and with the NDA and lack of transparency. You're going to be able to have companies who could potentially relish in the opportunity to have these NDAs and not have local feedback and not work with folks because it's not codified to do so. So we are grateful in Jefferson County. This company seems to be wanting to do the right thing, but Tucker County, their representative Amy on that same panel kind of laid out a scenario that is potentially the worst case scenario. And so there's going to be a lot of room for human error when, these are staff decisions that are not public facing, that are not videoed, that are not getting impact. And just from a practical standpoint, I just want to lay out an option. So you live in a county, it could be anywhere in West Virginia, and you have no idea your next door neighbor is about to develop a data center until it is approved. And so you don't know where the buildings are going to be in relation to your house. You don't know if they're going to be pulling wells. You don't know any of the environmental concerns that would directly impact your property rights as a landowner next to that property. And so when you have local input and local control, these are publicly posted meetings. It gives the opportunity to have a back and forth discussion with immediately affected, impacted landowners. And so data centers are throughout the entire United States. Data Center Alley, Loudoun County, Virginia, where you have more data centers than anywhere else in the country, and one of the largest areas in the world. They have local control, they have zoning ordinance, and actually, with time, they've beefed up their zoning ordinance. So what they used to have is 200-foot buffers towards residential setbacks. So if a data center comes in and it is next to a residential development, they used to have 200 feet setbacks, but now they have 500 feet because with time they've realized the impacts that have been heard in the county, and they increased it. So it's transparency, it's local control. I mean, there's so many parts of this bill that set us up for a failure. If I mean, it's inevitable.